It's like a writer's thing. Like I'm supposed to sit here, drink coffee, talk about my book. I've wrote like 10 million books now, and I've got so much money. And
This is local author Chris Pertile. Fun-loving and hard-working all the time. Chris has recently got his book, Journey to Felnoria, published. But a published book means nothing until it is discovered. This is the story of one man's struggle for success.
up here's where the magic happens. So even with my writing career, of course I don't make any money off my writing career, so I have a real job, which is managing a movie theater. Thursdays, which is today, is pretty much my most important day, which is setting up movies, getting them ready to go so that they're ready to go for Friday, and also getting the ones that are leaving shipped so that another movie company can get our film. Pretty much Thursdays during the day from 10 in the morning to 6 at night, depending on how many movies I get. I'm usually located up here by myself, iPod in my ears, listening to music, trying to keep myself from being bored all day. Being a manager of a movie theater, downfalls, you have no life. You're not even required to have a life. You can't. 7 days a week, you're here. That's how I got into the books. And then I got into, writing a book, and that's kind of how the process worked. Try to find every summer something different to do. And one of the summers decided that, hey, I had an idea. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I just know my grammar skills and my vocabulary skills and all that kind of stuff is not great. So I decided, I'll give it a shot and we'll see how horrible it is at the end. And it's horrible. There was no description. It was characters go here, go there, do this, say that. There was no description at all. So I took another 3-4 months, rewrote it. Added 100 pages of description, fixed the story where it needed to, added dialogue here, whatever. And so I got it to 250 pages, and so I kind of sat on it for a bit. And then, yet again, with the movie theater, I befriend my customers, and I was BSing with one of my customers, told her about the book, and she's like, oh, I used to professionally edit for a job. She's like, you want me to do it? So I gave it to her. She edited it. I think it took her maybe 2 weeks. She thought it was just the most amazing thing ever. But she destroyed it. Well, first she ran out of ink because that's how bad it is. And then so imagine going 300 pages of having to fix all this.
Eventually, Chris got his lucky break.
By then I went to, there was a group of authors from town that was doing some kind of conference at the public library saying, how to get published, we can help. Went to there, they gave me a few websites that you could, propose your book to, and 2 days later, somebody wanted the book.
The Lakeland Cinema would like to present Journey to Felnoria, a young adult fantasy novel by the manager of the Lakeland Cinema, Chris Pertile. You can reserve your copy at the concession or ticket station at any time. Get your copy of Journey to Felnoria today.
Whenever he can find time, before shifts and even on days off, Chris sets up in the Lakeland Cinema hallway and hopes that somebody will buy his book. Some days, however, sell much better than others.
Yeah, I sold 4 books today, a lot better than normal. Usually I sell about 2 or 3, and 4 is, of course, a little bit better than normal, so I'm really happy with the day. We had a new movie start today, Hop, which is a great movie, of course, so that probably was one of the reasons why I sold so many copies today. And we also did pull in over 180 people just for the 1 o'clocks. and over 100 people for the 4 o'clock. So, it's almost 300 people that saw my book, and maybe I'll sell some more later on to these group of people who go on the internet. A couple did pick up the business cards, so we'll see.
Sometimes there are those weeks where it just seems like no one is interested. Yet, it never seems to deter Chris's spirit.
Over myself, I won't be all by myself anymore. I just want you to come here and buy my book for $22. I'll sign your book. I'm selling my book. You want to buy another?
Yeah, certainly. If I had $22,
Well, there we go.
I would buy 2.
See, Chris? It's the $22.
You know what? I know it's the $22. Tell that to my publishing company. One of the problems with selling at a movie theater is, you got a $9 movie ticket or a $7 movie ticket, depending if you're adult or a kid. And if you have a family, 2 adults, 2 kids, they're dropping $32 prior to even walking over here, and that's not even counting concessions. So you got a family that's maybe spending $50, $60 prior to even seeing me, and then asking for another $22. Why aren't you selling at like a Walmart or a Barnes and Noble or any big nationwide stores? My book is, it's called print on. They call it print on demand, which is my publishing company only prints a copy if somebody orders it. So if somebody orders it on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com or on my website or their publishing company's website, that's when they print a copy. That's the only time they print a copy. They don't have 10,000 copies sitting in a warehouse somewhere. So because I'm a print on demand, I'm not recognized by the Authors Guild, and also retail chains don't buy these kind of books. I guess I sold, like I said, I sold 5 last week. I can't really complain. Usually my goal is if I sell at least 1 book a week, I'm happy. Hopefully one of the things that's going to be really helpful is about 2 weeks ago, I bought another 300 copies of my book, and I'm also converting over to the ebooks. So it's going to be on the Nook, it's going to be on the iPad, Google Books, and one more. Kindle, and the Kindle.
While Chris continues to work hard at selling Journey to Felnoria, he has made progress with another story.
What I'm showing is the second book I wrote, Clouded Reality. It's completely done. It's been actually edited once already. I'm just kind of waiting with Minocqua. It's kind of a tourist trap town, so we get a lot of Illinois people with a lot of money that come here this summer. So I'm kind of holding off for this book, Journey to Felnoria, to see if somebody kind of in the publishing company or an agent or an editor or something like that wants to maybe read the Journey to Felnoria, loved it, and says, hey, do you have anything else? Mm-hmm. And it's great because I have something else and it's done.
With these dreams of success, we can only wait to see what lies ahead for Chris. And while Journey to Felnoria is finished, Chris has only begun on his journey to success.